Hello and welcome to FitnesSing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you to the Marsh for making this space available to us. Today we are going to work on our voice and we're going to work on our body. We're going to burn a few calories. Why am I putting these two things together? Why am I putting studying the voice with doing some physical workout? Because when we think about health, I want us to also think about vocal health, right? Overall health is not just, am I working out? Am I eating right? It's, am I taking care of my voice? Because we use our voice to talk. We use our voice, for some of us, we like to sing in the shower. Some of us like to sing on stage. Wherever we use our voice, our speaking voice, we want to make sure that we can do that for the rest of our lives and know that it's going to be in good shape. So that's why I want to talk about and work on keeping the voice in shape and keeping our body in shape. All right, so one quick second. I need to close the door so I don't disturb anybody. All right, so FitnesSing today, we are going to start with some vocalises to warm up the voice. All right, so the first thing I want us to do is something called a turn. And when we turn, it's a like that. That's what it will sound like. So if you've been with me before in FitnesSing, you know that I like to start our vocalises or our vocal exercises out with small intervals. So we're not asking our voice to go jump a mountain like, like we're not trying to go super high yet, right? So we just want to start with small steps. So, and I want you to feel this as if you were thinking or feeling, not all the way, not that, but almost like you were saying caw, caw, like a crow. All right, so let's get our crow voices ready. Caw, caw, ha. And that's where we're going to sing this first turn. All right, so I'll demonstrate and then we'll do it together. You do it. So it's a total of 3 unique pitches, but we're singing that first one, we sing it twice. All right, so let's try it one more time. And if you watch me, I'm gonna get really close here. So when I'm talking, my nostrils are not flaring, but as soon as I go into my place, watch my nostrils open. You see that? That is an indication that I am accessing head resonance. So you can get in front of the mirror when you're not with us like right now, or if you have a handheld mirror, you can actually look and see, am I getting some of my head overtones by, I'm lifting my soft palate also when I do that. All right, so now let's sing. Then the next one is going to be a third higher. Then the next one. Then we're going to go back to the first one. All right, we're going to take it really, really slowly and let's do that all together. So 1, 2, ready, and back down. Those are turns. So if we keep on working on them and we feel like, okay, I've got all the notes, I know I'm not smearing. So that's another thing. We are working on, well, in the classical world, we call it coloratura or fioratura, which just means you're singing many pitches on one syllable. In the pop world, we say a run, I'm doing a run. So as we're doing this, we're really thinking about articulating each pitch cleanly so we're not smearing it. It's not a slide. If I slide it, I go, that's a different thing, right? So we want to articulate each pitch clearly. So we're gonna take this tempo again slowly, and I want you to just pay attention to how cleanly are you articulating each of those pitches. So ready, here we go. Oh, slow down, here we go. Oh, next one. Oh, now down. Oh. All right, does anybody have any questions, or you feel like you want to sing a little bit of it for me just to get some feedback? Hi, Rachel, so happy to see you. Kia. All right, so I'm looking for, let's see if I do it this way, I can see you better. All right, okay, so anybody have any questions or want to demonstrate or get some feedback? Yes, okay, I see, is it Deanna? Yes, I'd love to hear you. Okay, I unmuted you, I think, yes.
Okay, I'd like to try it.
Great, 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 so here's your first pitch. Great. Good. Great, and back down. Very good, very good. Awesome. So that's wonderful. We heard you sing every single pitch. There wasn't anything that was smeared. And it was interesting when you got to the top one. We're in the, if you know keys and all that stuff, we're in the key of C major, so we're on the fifth, and we're turning on that fifth. So when you got there, I heard your head voice really, really come into play, and I even heard some vibrato appear, so that's wonderful. When we hear vibrato appear, we know, oh, okay, the voice is freeing itself. Vibrato is a natural thing, and this is wonderful. Okay, great. So now, oh, there was another hand. Kia, I think. Hi, Juliana, thank you for joining us. Kia, you wanna try? Okay.
Okay.
Ready.
Unmute.
I can hear, we can hear, oh, wait. Okay, oh, I just unmuted Sharina. Let's do that again, here we go.
There we go.
It seems stuck. Are you doing it too? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Can you hear that one?
Mm-mm.
You can't hear it? Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Kia. So, you know, something that's really interesting to me is that I'm suspecting you all are musicians because I'm doing this in the key of C, right? But I notice every time we start on a new pitch, you all are changing the key. So you're hearing this, and then you're going, right? So you're giving me this as opposed to, and that means you're intuitively saying, okay, this was the pattern, and I'm just gonna shift the pattern to a new key. That's amazing. So since that seems to be very natural for you all, I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so we'll do that all together. Oh, was there anyone else who wanted to jump in? No? All right, here we go, all together. 1, 2, ready, and ready, here we go, ready, and next pitch, here we go, and now back down, and good, 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 good. Now, we want to take this tempo a little faster. We want to see how quickly can we move our voice and still articulate everything really cleanly. As soon as we notice that it starts to get a little slippery and slidey, then we say, okay, I need to go back to the previous tempo until I'm ready to take it up another click. All right, so if this is our tempo before, I'm just gonna push it a little bit. So here we go. Ah, let's hold it next. Ah, next. Ah, back down. Ah. All right, how did we do? Let's do that tempo again. I saw a couple of, let's do that again. So one thing that can happen, that can help you, is if you feel like you're kind of slipping and sliding around, not articulating very cleanly, you can think each pitch like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes just thinking of numbers helps you to separate the pitches. You can also choose to lean into a different note. So right now I have us leaning on da 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 da, but you can also go da 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 da, or da 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 da. So there are different ways of kind of waking up your voice to say, no, there are not 3 pitches, there are 5 pitches that we're singing, right? 3 unique pitches, but we're singing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? All right, so let's try it again at that tempo that's just a little faster than the original tempo. So 1, 2, ready. Ah, next. Ah, next. Ah, back down. Ah. All right, how was that? Okay, good, good, good. I like those thumbs up. And now let's see if we can push it just a little more. All right, so 1, 2, ready, let's go. Ah, how are we doing? Are we still keeping it clean? Do you have a question, Jan? Oh, great, great. Okay, I'm unmuting you. Yes.
So I'm hitting a voice break.
Okay.
What do you do with that? Practice through it, push through it. Talk about that, if you would.
That's a great question. So when you say you're having a break there, that means she's going from one register and we're having like a registration event change, right? So for you, do you feel like you're going from chest voice into middle or middle into head?
I'm going, yeah, from chest to I'm not getting from chest to head, but I'm not anticipating the break. It just surprised me.
Oh, great. Okay, great. So what I would like to do, 2 things. One is, I think the first thing I want to work on is just lifting the soft palate so that we're approaching this second iteration from above, right? So when I say that, I mean, we can sing, ah, that's from above. I can sing straight on, ah, and I can sing from below, ah, and it's a little heavy. So if you lighten up, and that's for all of us, if we lighten up as we're doing this coloratura or these runs, it can help us articulate cleanly. So we're lightening up on the weight of the voice, right? So when we're in chest, it has more weight. And then as we move up, so just maybe, Jan, let's first try just thinking lighter. Think lighter weight, springboard from that first one. Yeah, springboard and leave the weight down on the ground. Let's try that, just you by yourself.
Can't hear it, but
Okay, good. Woo. Yeah. Do that one again for me. So you access your head voice really wonderfully on this one. Let's see if we can bring some of that space that you have down to the one in the middle. So I want you to go, oh, but very, very lightly. What does that feel like?
I'm trying to find it. It's wiggly, but I get what you're saying. That's cool.
Yeah, so if we can access our head voice on higher pitches, and then we say, okay, I need to get some of that space so that I'm not pushing up to the pitch, or that I'm not just like stuck in my break, then figure out, what does it feel like, whoa, up here, and then that's what it is for me. And then if I sang the same thing in chest, it's a different sound.
Yeah.
One is more like classical, the one up above is more classical-ish, the other one is more musical theater-ish when I come just more in chest voice. All right, hi Stephanie. Yes, you have a question, Rachel? Thank you, Jan. Rachel, okay, I'm unmuting you.
When you come back down, are you coming down a third, or are you coming all the way back down to the root?
Oh, after we've done the 3 iterations, we are coming back down to the root.
To the root. Okay.
Yes, great question. Okay, so let's all practice that idea of lightening up. So then as we go here, we're lightening. And then here, some of you may not have to think about lightening anymore as we go there. But some of you may need to say, okay, yes, I'm lightening up. Because once we get into the head voice, you don't have to think, oh, gotta be light, gotta be light. We wanna sing in our full head voice. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, ready. Back down. And you know, I forgot to do that half step there, but maybe you remembered. All right, so any questions? Let's go ahead and push the tempo a little bit and a little bit more, and then we're gonna do some body work. All right, here we are again. Let's change the key this week. Let's go up a whole step from there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready. One more. I'm going to push the tempo a little faster. Let's try our best to keep everything clean. So we were here. Now we're going to go 1, 2, ready. How did you do? Yes? Good. All right, so that's an exercise that you can take and sing it throughout your voice, lower, middle, upper part of your voice, and it just helps with agility. So anytime you're doing that coloratura or those runs, we're really focusing on agility. All right, so now let's get our bodies moving. And are we, let's see here, bada bing, bada bang. All right. So let's just do some shoulder rolls first. Alternating shoulder rolls. Give me about 10 to 12 all together. And then let's go forward. Hello, shoulders. Good afternoon to you. And let's do some neck stretches. So ear to shoulder, as far as is comfortable. And now we're going to go up, chin is up. We're not tilting our head back. We don't want to hurt ourselves. We're just tilting the chin up and feeling a stretch here. And then we're going to bring this ear to shoulder. This is the side that's more tight for me. Notice where you're holding your tension. And if you feel like, oh, there's more tension there than on the other side, just really breathe into that to help yourself release the tension. And then we're going to bring forward, chin to chest. And you want to feel the stretch here, here. Yes. And back to normal. All right, let's do light jumping rope. We're gonna jump, pretend that you're jumping rope. All right, so we're gonna stay really light on our toes. I'm not saying jump really big, not high, it's just a very light. We're just saying hello, hello, body, you're moving. All right, so ready, we're gonna do 20 jump ropes. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. We're just gathering ourselves. If you need to control your breath again, we're going to breathe in very slowly through our nose. And release. All right, we're going to go up to 40 this time. Ready? Let's, okay, in a MIDI song, here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40. I'm starting to feel a little bit of energy flickering around in my body. I hope you are too. If you need to settle your breath, then breathe in through your nose. You can do that again. So we did 40. Yes, thank you, Mr. Producer. Brian says, reminder, make sure you drink water and modify as needed. Safety is first. Thank you. All right, so we did 40. Let's go to 60. And so like if you feel like, oh, this is getting a bit much, then I want you to just step in place like this. Just march in place. All right, here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. At your own pace, 9, 50, 51, 52, 54, 55, 56, 57, 59, 60. All right, I feel like this now, yeah. And my body feels like it's ready to dance. Okay, we're gonna dance our voices now. So when we're moving our bodies like this, the blood is flowing, moving. It's also moving toward the vocal cords, flowing, and just almost like massaging the vocal cords, just like bringing energy and life to the vocal cords. And it helps when we are singing, it helps us to even have that physical sense of energy moving in our bodies, and it brings energy to the voice as well. So let's do our breathing real quickly. 3 breaths in deeply through the nose. One more time, or 2 more times. In. One more. Now I want to take that energy that we have, let's go back to our turn exercise, and let's see how this energy is going to impact our singing. All right, here, actually, let's go back here. We were on this one, the last one. So some people have just joined us. So the exercise goes like this. And so we're gonna sing it. Let's start right there where we were. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and down. Great. I see some faces with slightly raised eyebrows. That tells me there's energy. That tells me you're hooking into head resonance. Very good. Let's do another one. We're going to push the tempo this time. 1, 2, ready. so does anybody want to share how your voice has changed or how that articulation changed now that we did a little bit of body movement and you're singing that exercise again? Any feedback? Yes, Kia? All right, I'm unmuting you. I am trying to unmute you.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do feel like it's different. Like it feels better. I guess that's what I want to say. It feels better.
Feels better. Okay, we'll take
Yeah.
better. Great. Anyone else? So, you know, when we've done a little bit of work where the body starts to get energized like that, and then we go back to singing, I hope that you are feeling a sense of almost like instead of singing something that maybe feels a little laborious, that it starts to feel lighter, that it starts to feel thank you, Jamie. I will get to your point. Thank you. It starts to feel almost buoyant, bubbly. And that's where you want to be when we're doing coloratura. You want it to feel just like moving, 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 moving. And so when we're doing our jump ropes, when we're staying light on our toes, we're doing a similar kind of action, right? We're being light, 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 light. So that's body agility when we are able to do that and stay light on our feet. So body agility, vocal agility. So Jamie says, the top set is high for me, but it's hard to know how to drop down an octave. Okay, where is Jamie? Let me find Jamie. Jamie. There you are, Jamie. Okay, so do you want to try and sing some of it for me and I can just give you some feedback? You can type in the chat. Or I can just unmute you and you can talk. Wait, where did you go? Jamie. Oh, there you are, Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little shy and this is my first time. So actually, I'm not quite where I want to perform yet.
That's okay.
So it feels out of my register to do it accurately.
Okay, so can I ask you if you can make, and I'll put you back on mute and you can make this sound. All right, so I want you to go. Yes? Okay, so if you can do that, this top note that we did, let's see here, we were like, should not be actually out of your range. It may feel like it's out of your range if we're not opening up the gate to access the head voice. So what's the gate? The gate is the soft palate. So I will always talk about the soft palate because it's such a big key to singing the upper notes. So the soft palate is that squishy part of the roof of the mouth that's just before the uvula, right? So the uvula is the thing that hangs down when they scream on the cartoons, you see it flop around, right? So the squishy part in front of that soft palate. When we yawn, it involuntarily goes way up and the back of the tongue, the base of the tongue presses down on the larynx. So we don't want to go so far as what a yawn feels like because we don't want to depress the larynx. We want the larynx to stay in more of a neutral position. But we can think about what it feels like to start a yawn or to sneeze. Ha-choo. Yeah, that lifts the soft palate. So Jamie, I'm curious to know whether if we did something like this, if you feel like you're gonna sneeze and you go, ha-choo, ha-choo, does it feel better? Okay, so that's a little tool that you can use to access the head voice a little bit easier. And you can take that, so we were, ha-choo, ha-choo, ha-choo. All right, why don't we all try that together? And then I'll look at what Sharina is saying. Let's see. So feel like you're gonna sneeze, and we're gonna sing, ha-choo, 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 ha-choo. What does that feel like? Can you feel the Good, 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 good. So this is such an important thing. If you are able to access that, yeah, I see you, Rachel, like that's what it feels like. Woo, I'm going over the waterfall. Ha, choo. Right, it will help you ease up. That when we're talking about lightening up on the weight of the voice, that's how we do it. Okay, great. Let's see if we can go back to our vocalies. Welcome back, Sharina. Okay, if we can go back to our vocalies now that we have this idea of lifting the soft palate. And I'm gonna sing all of these notes with my soft palate lifted, like I'm gonna start a yawn or sneeze, or I smell something really tasty. Oh, okay, it's that sensation. Here we go. So 1, 2, ready. All right, so we're sneezing, we're having that sneezing feeling, we're accessing our head voice, we're working on vocal agility, and we're working on body agility also, right? Okay, so here is another exercise that I will do the side camera here, so if you can still see my feet. Okay, so you've heard of it, maybe it's called the grapevine, but it's this kind of an action, right? So one foot goes over, then you bring the other foot out. Then the foot that went over before is now gonna go back. So it's that continuing that motion. And let's see if I can get. All right, so here's me doing a set. Boom, 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 boom. Then I'll step with this leg. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so it's that action that gives us some agility. So we want to stay light on our feet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you can get your balance again. Make sure this foot is parallel with the other foot, and then you're going to bring your other foot. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do it at that tempo. So 1, 2, ready, and ba 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 ba. So you notice I bring my foot back in tempo so that when I'm really going fast, right? Let's see, let me do that again. All right, so let's see if we can do it together. Actually, you know what? I think it's gonna make us get all tangled up if we go that fast with our step out. So let's do it this way. So we're 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Boom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Boom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Boom. 1 and 2 and 3. And then once you feel like you have your feet together, then we can add a little. Right? We get a little waist workout there. All right, are we ready? Let's do this. All right, so tempo will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wait. Here we go. 2 more. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Wait. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wait. Here we go. A little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wait. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wait. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wait. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and woo! That feels good. My heart rate's up. Feeling like maybe a little sweat is going to start to come out. Burning some calories, keeping our body moving in motion. So our body is in motion, our voice is in motion, and we're becoming more agile. All right, now let's go back to our breathing, getting our breath back under us. So here we are. Inhale. Inhale through the nose and shh. One more inhale through the nose. Shh. Blow it all out. Shh. And then just let yourself get back to regular breathing. All right. So for this last 10 minutes or so of the class, I would like to work on the song that we started last week. So we're reviewing, and as we, just sing it more and more, it gets to be more part of our bodies, and we can improvise and just have a lot more fun with it. So I'm going to copy again the lyrics that were at the top. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Mr. Producer Brian, you already did that. Thank you. All right, so this is a jazz standard. And also I'll sing it one line at a time, and you sing it back to me. And when you sing it back to me, I'll still sing with you. And then I'm going to play a track, and let's see if we can sing it to the track. And this week, if you sang with us last week, we sang it in the key of F, but today we will sing it in the key of C. So it'll sit a little bit higher, and we'll get a chance to apply this idea of woo, like jumping up into the head resonance, head space. Woo! But for if there are male voices here, you may not feel the need to like do something super lifty or with your voice. But for most of us, even for those voices where this is like not that high, you'll still just need to do a little lift to keep everything consistent. All right, so the song goes, all of me, why not take all of me? Sing it with me, here we go. All of me, why not take all of me? The next line, can't you see I'm no good without you? All right, so all of me, can't you see I'm no good without you? Next line, take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. So, good, hi. Take my lips. Let's see if we can do take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them together. So 1, 2, ready. Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Then the next part goes just like the other part, except for the very last. So I'll sing, your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? All right, so let's go to your goodbye. 1, 2, ready. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? This is the part where we go a little higher. You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? I'm simplifying a little bit and trying to make sure we don't get too crazy high. All right, so this last part is, you took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All right, let's sing that together. You took the part. 1, 2, ready. You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Yeah, I'm glad this challenge of singing it higher. This is good. It's a good challenge to me, especially in light of what we were doing with our voice earlier. All right, so I'm going to play a track from YouTube, and we will all sing together. As soon as I find the track. Here we are. Okay. It's a little faster, I think. All of of me. Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want them close down. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? What was my heart? So why not let go of me? So we can just keep on singing and singing it and singing it. Now, give me a little feedback so that I can give you some tips or any assistance you might need. How is this feeling? Because it's higher. How does it feel? Can you, oh, thank you, thank you. Ah, awesome, awesome, okay. I will make sure that the track is a little lower. It's probably a little high for you all. But were you able to sing to it? Okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling like, it's hard for me to keep that space, like that sneezy kind of feeling, like staying in that space? Does it feel difficult? And we can, oh, Rachel says we can play with the harmonies a bit. Absolutely. You're free to do some freestyling, some improv as you wish. Did you have, you were singing or saying something, Kia? No?
No, I just
okay.
have a lot of facial expressions.
Okay. All right. Rachel, since you brought that up, do you want to do a little something? No? Okay. Next time. Next time. All right. So here, give me a vote. Would you like to sing it in this key again, or we can do it a cappella in the key from last week, which was much lower? So first option. Oh yeah, if you point down, then I'll know you want to sing in the lower key. What? Okay. Oh, let's see. So there's a chat. The sneeze exercise really helped. Awesome. Awesome. So how about we just close it out in both keys? We'll do it one more time in the high key and then we'll close it out in the lower key. All right, here we go. With the track, because the track is nice. Here we go. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to close down. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? You took the heart that was my heart. So why not take all of me? All right. And now for the lower key. So that was C. Now we're gonna go here. All of me. Very, very, very different, right? It's gonna feel, yeah, I love the face. Yeah, so this is gonna feel like much closer to like speaking it, right? So you can get into your jazzy, sultry voice. All of me. Why not take, right? Do it however you like. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never, 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 never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you. You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Well, let me say thank you so much for joining us for another episode of FitnesSing. You all are amazing. Thank you for sharing this space with us. Thank you to the Marsh. Thank you, Mr. Producer Brian, for doing such an excellent job. And I hope that you will come. There he is. We get to see his face. I hope you'll come back and join us next Friday, every Friday at 12. We have so much fun. Thank you. Keep singing.